So it's a beautiful Canadian winter, and I'm going to check my greenhouse, see how it's doing. It might be a little frozen. Who knows? It's kind of nippy out. I'm wearing shorts, like always. And here I go. Oh, it looks like it's a little frozen in there. Uh-oh. Woo! Also brought along my whiteboard. Oh, I wanted to explain some things. There goes all the... Oh, markers. Oh, it looks like some things froze a bit. Yep. Got a little too cold. I didn't sleep out here last night. Which, mostly because I forgot. Ooh, yeah, frozen pretty good. Ooh. Alright, compost was going. It doesn't seem like it is anymore. Looks like it's already starting to melt. But yeah, I wanted to explain some things that I was intrigued and... Oh, I gotta get the markers. Intrigued by that was going on in my little greenhouse. I had a little microclimate going. Ooh. It's already warming up because of the daytime, though. That's good. I have to get some extra heat in here. I guess me being here will heat it up. Okay. So, what I was noticing in the... Oh, I just pulled the felt off this. I broke my marker. There you go. It's fixed. There are 2 black markers for no particular reason. But yeah, what I noticed in here was that the condensation that's now frozen was dripping back down on the sides and onto the ground, and this microclimate that was evolving in this greenhouse because of the weather. So I'm going to draw a little greenhouse here. So that's my greenhouse, sort of. There's ground outside and ground in here. So there's a lot of moisture in the greenhouse, and that was beating up on the outside edges of here and running down. Oh, what's going on here? All this water. Darn water. Dry erase stuff does not like water. And as the water is beating up and running down, the heat from the compost, I'll just put this little red box as the compost. The heat from the compost is rising up, and also the moisture from it. And also the moisture and heat from the plants was also rising up. Primarily moisture from the plants, because they do transpiration. It's kind of like perspiration, except for they transpire through the leaves of the moisture. That's how they draw their nutrients up from the soil through evaporation off their leaves. Now, as this is happening, the heat transfers... Oh, where's the red one? Transfers out of the greenhouse because of the winter, and that's what causes the condensation on the greenhouse, inside the greenhouse on the walls. But some of that heat that is raised up ends up going back down into the soil. And the soil tends to be the first thing that'll freeze in the greenhouse. So as it's freezing, it releases heat back up into the greenhouse. So it kind of creates this microclimate of condensation that brings heat back down to the ground. Albeit it's not a lot of heat, but it's still some heat and stores it in the ground. There's also the heat sinks that store up a lot of heat in the greenhouse, and those help a lot, but they also add a bunch of moisture if they heat up a lot. But because of it's winter outside, it's colder out here than it is inside the greenhouse, and that's what causes the condensation. So it kind of acts like it's not an evaporator, it's the opposite of an evaporator. It's a dehumidifier, yeah. So basically the size of the walls act as a dehumidifier, which helps keep the moisture level in here under check. Although it's running off all down the sides and onto the ground, but that's not such a big issue. But yeah, that's my theory and my observations of the greenhouse so far. Although right now it got so cold it's frozen, but it should be heating up now since it's nice and sunny out. And it's already starting to melt some of the condensation in here. So hopefully it'll heat up quicker and these plants won't be dead. Looks like some of the condensation stuff fell off during the snow. But yeah, the plants seem to still be doing fairly well, even though there's not a lot of heat in here at the moment. But it's already starting to warm up because of the sun. And oh, looks like some of the compost froze on top. But yeah, that's what I had for today. I hope you enjoyed the explanation of what's going on in my greenhouse. And send a like or comment in the description or below, so I can, have a direction to go. So I'm going to keep making these videos. If you have any questions, I'll try and answer them in the next video that I have. And it makes it a lot easier for me to have a goal in mind and questions to answer. So you guys can help me out, and we can go on this adventure together. Oh, I'm getting rained on by icicles. Have fun. See you guys later.